Hey everyone, today I'm diving into one of the most intense and intriguing periods of modern history, the Cold War. A 45-year geopolitical chess game that pitted the United States against the Soviet Union. No weapons were directly fired, but this war was fought through intelligence, ideology, and influence. So let's start at the beginning. The Cold War kicked off right after World War II, around 1947. The US and the USSR had been allies against the Axis powers. But once the common enemy was gone, their fundamental differences became glaringly obvious. The US championed capitalism and democracy, while the USSR pushed for communism and a centrally planned economy. The Iron Curtain descended across Europe, dividing it into two camps, the Western Bloc, led by the US, and the Eastern Bloc, dominated by the Soviet Union. The competition for global influence was fierce. One of the most famous flashpoints was the Berlin blockade in 1948. Imagine this. The Soviets tried to cut off all ground access to West Berlin. In response, the US and its allies organized the Berlin airlift, flying in supplies for nearly a year until the blockade was lifted. It was a clear message. The US was not backing down, but it wasn't just about territory. The Cold War saw an arms race like no other. Both superpowers amassed nuclear arsenals capable of annihilating the planet multiple times over. The concept of mutually assured destruction, or MAD for short, kept both sides in check. Then came the space race. The Soviets launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, in 1957. The Americans responded by landing a man on the moon in 1969. It was a battle of technological prowess and national pride. But the Cold War wasn't just about standoffs and competitions. It had a profound impact on global politics, economics, and society. Proxy wars erupted in Korea, Vietnam, and Afghanistan as both superpowers tried to extend their influence through indirect conflicts. However, every game has its end. The Cold War began to thaw in the 1980s. Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev held a series of summits leading to crucial arms reduction treaties. Gorbachev's policies of glasnost, openness, and perestroika, restructuring, aimed to open up the Soviet system and economy. Finally, in 1991, the Soviet Union dissolved, bringing an end to the Cold War. The United States emerged as the world's sole superpower. But the legacy of the Cold War still influences global relations today. So there you have it. The Cold War, a battle of wits and power that shaped the modern world. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.